Let's get ourselves connected. Get yourself connected.
Well, if there's one set of programs that I use every day, it's the suite of software inside of Microsoft Office. They've come out with the latest version, Microsoft Office 2010, and we want to have a look today at Word and Excel specifically. These are two programs that we use quite a bit, and some of the new features that they've used to update to make it easier to share and work with these documents.
It's funny, but I always get excited when Office comes out with a new version, you know, and everyone's always like, hey, what version are you on? So 2010 is the new one, and there's some pretty cool stuff we're going to look at.
Well, you know, for example, in Word here, they make it very simple to collaborate with multiple people. So now, when you're working on a document, well, now you can kind of work on them at the same time, which makes it a lot simpler. You know, up in the backstage area, up in the file menu here, you can actually go down to save and send. So I can actually send this up to a SharePoint server, or even can save it up to the web on my Sky Drive. I can be working up in the cloud, which is a cool thing, because now they have an actual Microsoft Word web app as well. And you can see I've actually loaded up one of these documents, and I can actually edit this right through my web browser on any internet-connected computer. I don't have to have Office installed on that.
And this is one of the places that Microsoft had to get to, because now we're able to share that information, but we don't have to be in the same office. We can be anywhere with an internet connection and be able to edit and work on documents, collaborate on those documents, but also be more productive and get each other's input.
So we're creating an executive update here. This is kind of a nice thing too, the Smart Art feature here. I can add all sorts of great diagrams, and quite easily as well. So if I wanted to add in you know, organizational charts, hierarchies, you can check this out here. Let's do this one. Simply hit OK once I've selected it, and from here I can then go into the little side window and I can start making my changes. I can put myself up at the top here.
I knew I wasn't going to be at the top.
Yeah, I'm going to put you down here at the bottom just for fun. So I can go down here. I can edit right on the page itself, or I can go into the field chooser here, and I'll put AJ Vickery. But again, you can see how simple it is to make these changes. And the nice thing too is, you know, I can pick different themes for my document, and as I'm updating my themes, it'll actually update the color and theme of the actual art that I'm putting in here, the diagrams.
Yeah, it makes it dead simple to make a compelling presentation, and really all you want to do first is just put in all your data, and then you can start and go to manipulate the different templates.
Another feature too, you know, a lot of times you're working on documents, sometimes you forget to save it. This is nice. I can go down to the file menu again, and you can check this out. I can manage the versions. You can see all the different versions I have going here, which is nice, because you know, you're always working on documents, whether they're Word or Excel. And I can even go down and recover unsaved documents as well here. And you can see I've got one there, and I can bring that back up. I know this is your favorite. You love Excel.
Yeah, well, Excel, I'm a data guy. I love to look at spreadsheets, and I love writing formulas. But they've made Excel quite simple in the Office 2010 version in terms of being able to look at information and look at it in a number of different ways.
Well, this is kind of neat. They got something called Spark Line. So I can take a set of data up here in the Insert menu. I can select between line, columns, win-loss. And so by selecting column here, I then select a single cell where I want this little graphic to go. And check this out here. I've got a little kind of column chart. And, you know, I can change that into a line chart if I wanted to as well. But again, it makes things a lot more visual, so it's easier to get your point across.
Exactly. And if you want to look at your information quickly and just see graphically, hey, where's this data going? We're looking at the pricing as it's falling. You get an idea of like how much it's falling from, again, a visual way.
And so that's kind of the cool thing. They're trying to make it easier so you don't have to be like a mathematician to figure out how to use spreadsheets and work with that data. A lot of times you've got like sheets and sheets of different types of data, sales figures or what have you. So they're trying to make it simple to get that all into one place and usable as well. Pivot tables, very powerful feature of Excel. I've got one here that I've inserted down the side. Here I've got the field list, so I can kind of start clicking off different parts of the data that I want. And you can see as I'm doing it, it's actually creating you know, the pivot table down here. But they've also got another feature called slicing, which is kind of interesting. I can then slice data. Check this out. I click on the slice, and as you can see, they've created these little slices of information. And if I want to just check out certain locations, I can select the different ones. and it brings it up on the side. So I can get that really simple view of exactly what information. I don't have to look at all of it. It can take data from numerous sheets, sheets with up to 1 million cells as well, ones that are on the network or the web or just on my local hard drive too.
Yeah, with the business intelligence engine built into Office 2010 with Excel, it allows you to process huge amounts of data. And again, we're looking at a simple spreadsheet, but if we had hundreds, even thousands of rows, we'd be able to put that into a pivot table, look at data that we want to look at, but using that slicer feature, even take that one step further and get quick data on the fly.
So if you're looking for ways to make it easier when you're working with your documents, and especially when it comes to sharing and collaborating, you might want to have a look at the Microsoft Office 2010 suite. They've got a lot of great new features. Obviously, we can't cover all of them in just a few minutes, but you can check out our website for more of these how-to tips, but also Microsoft's site at www.microsoft.ca/office.